Good evening, my beautiful people. I just wanted to come, talk my smack like I always do, but I just wanted to shed some light. Like, people should be treating others how they want to be treated. Do unto others what you want done unto you. Like, and that goes for everything in life. Like, we are like farmers. When you plant seeds in one area, you have to make sure that you are watering and you are giving it time to actually grow and come to fruition. You have to make sure that you are doing your due diligence and your yard. Like, you have to make sure that you are keeping up with the fruit so it can come to fruition. So when it harvests, you get exactly what you put in for. Like, it's like a saying, in the Bible. I don't know all the scriptures, but the man who don't work don't receive. Like, so at the end of the day, it's just when you know better, you do better, and it's simple. Like, common sense is not common. So I don't hold everyone responsible. I don't judge people, but I shed light on things that I know to be true and know to be right. So those who don't understand just don't understand. I've learned in life not to, waste my time on things that is not any gain that I can gain from it. So, and another way of saying I'm not going to stay somewhere where it's dead, or I'm receiving no growth or no water for my seeds that I've already planted, because you can allow things and people and places to harbor what is meant for your fruition. Like, what's meant to grow, it will always like, if it makes sense, it's always gonna come to fruition, but it can be delayed, if that makes sense. If I get busy and stuck on helping and watering someone else's garden and I'm not tending to my own, then that just leaves me to where my plants are not, at its appointed time, because I'm not doing what I need to be doing in order for these fruits and these seeds to come to fruition. So therefore, it's the saying, like, we all, every man is responsible for themselves. Every man holds their own weight. Everybody, what you put in, you get back. So at the end of the day, I'm not to judge anyone, because I'm a sinner. I'm a human just like everybody else. But being that I know the difference, I will not sit around and not speak on the things that is true and just a factual in life. So I've learned to now keep myself away from things that will hinder my growth or bring me back to something that I have grown from. So I just now, stay in my own space. Sex is selling. Knowledge is food for thought. So at the end of the day, it's just, when you know better, you do better. And a lot of things that's done is not going to make sense to people because they're not on your level. They're not where you're at. We all are called for our own calling. Like, we all are here to do something that might not be made clear to someone else because it's not for them to understand. But we all are here and we're called to do the works of the Lord. I mean, and it's what you serve. Like, life is about the way you want to spend eternity. So however you live life is determined for how you want to spend your eternity. And it's like hell or heaven. Like, what you do now is called for what you receive when it's time to elevate to that next phase of life. So, I mean, be smart. Stay away from things that will hinder you. Stay away from things that will bring you back to spaces that you've prayed and you've worked your way out of, because the only one that's held responsible is self. And we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. These are spirits. These are things that we need to take time to actually understand. Like, I fall, I stumble, I'm human. But I do work on my errors. So where I do get stuck or where I do hit my head again, I look back and I observe, like, okay, that kind of took me off the rail and I need to do better in this area. So when it presents itself again, I know what and what not to do. Like, and that's just accountability, taking understanding and not harboring anger or, you know, just certain emotions that's supposed to be let go. I've learned to not allow things to keep me stuck. I've learned to not allow things to keep me bind. I've learned that what people do in life is just what they do. I don't have to stick around it, but I have to understand that this is this and this is that. And I separate, you know, all the things, and I categorize things that needs to be put in a certain category. So yes, before I, you know, allow things to just come in and just be what they are, I observe, I pay close attention to find detail, and then I know like this belongs here and this belongs there. Because if you're not separating things, people, places, and shit like that, you bound to have a whole lot of mess. And I don't do well with mess. I like to have things in a proper navigation, so I know, okay, this is this, and if I need to go back, I can pick from here, I could do this and do that. But most of all, I just allow God to lead me. Like, that's just solely what I do, because I know that God will never lead me wrong. God has plans to elevate me and not to harm me. So I know that everything that's happening in my life, everything that's happened, it's all gonna work together for the glory of God. So I've came a long ways to knowing that no matter if it's good, it's bad, God said double for your trouble. When God do spin it back around and bring it full circle, it's gonna all make sense. So it's no need to pity or get stuck or to feel like, oh, it's over. It's never over until you give up. It's never done until you stay where you are and you die there. Me, I'm not a giver upper. Like, I was faced with depression, I was faced with suicidal, I was faced with things that was meant to take me out and knock me off. I don't be in my head about what people think about me, because people shouldn't be thinking about me in the first place. So I've learned to, you know, stand strong in who I am and who I am called to be. And that is my power that no one can take from me. I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I just know who I am. And knowing who I am is power, because I'm not going to just allow and accept anything because of just that. I know who I am. So I don't put myself in spaces and situations and places where I can be stripped of my access that I have. And a lot of people's not going to understand that, but I have access to certain things in the spiritual realm that I can be stripped of if I do not take heed to the things that I'm engaging in or the things that I'm giving my energy and life to. So yeah, I pay close attention, and I just do what I gotta do. Like, I do the work, and that's the difference. I choose to sit down and, you know, give myself a full evaluation of where I can do better at, and where I want to do better at, and how I'm going to show up, and why I'm going to show up in this way. I just do that work because I'm who I am. I want to be, you know, remembered when I get to that gate. I don't want God to say, turn from me, I don't know you. And so, yeah, I'm going to do what I do because I'm doing this for the Lord. I'm not doing this for my own gain. I'm not doing this for nobody's praise, nobody's recognition. I'm doing everything that I'm doing solely for the Lord, and solely because I just know I could do anything that I put my mind to, and I'm not going to fall short, because I am here and I'm called for a reason. I was born for a reason. So why not do what I am called to do? But I just want to say, you know, do unto people what you want done to you. All that sneaky shit, all that side, all that mad, or that life is what you make it. And it's simple as that. Like, do what you have to do, believe. Like, and all things will be added on to you. Like, you seek the Lord and you will receive. But if you out here backdooring, doing shit, that everything is going to meet you back. No matter what appointed time God does it, everything you do is going to meet you back. Just make sure you can take what you dish. And it's simple. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And my father, you know, he taught me that. I live on that. I stand on that. I love all. I have no hate, no hurt, no nothing that in my heart. It's all love. Like, and it's simple. Everybody not a kid. We have to take accountability, learn, you know, in life that what we put out is what we get back. And it ain't no telling when. But yeah. Good day, my people.